Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Forever Stranded. In the last episode, oh man, this series. In the last episode, we were working on the collector quests. So I don't remember all the stuff we did, but we were working on all of these guys. Working on getting different saplings. I think we did that, which required some travel and just kind of processing ores and figuring out how to get all the stuff that we need. Well, I have some good news. So first of all, you might notice that guy is upgraded. He's not actually upgraded. He's actually just moved from over here. So we have 600,000 exactly. I've made sure all of these are exact, by the way. 600,000 cobblestone, which, if we take a look at our quests, is exactly what we need. 600,000 cobblestone. So we can complete this, which we will in just a second. Now, let's take a look at all this stuff. Saplings. I have 1,000 of oak, birch, spruce, but not jungle. Jungle saplings are incredibly annoying because jungle trees have reduced chance of, well, giving you saplings. And I'm out of that stuff already. So I went ahead and I made some, take some apatite, and we take some sand, because there's plenty of sand. We can make this fertilizer stuff, and if we make a bunch of it, because why not, it's the same as bone meal, and so it actually goes in here, and it'll get used by this guy to speed up the, well, growth of the trees. I have this set up so that there are no trees in the middle. They weren't growing for whatever reason. Also, the fertilized dirt, for whatever reason, gets turned back into normal dirt when a jungle tree grows on them. Not any of the others, but just jungle. So to help with the jungle saplings, I did do a little bit of manual work, and that required me making this guy, an obsidian bone scythe, which has a bunch of upgrades. We have looting 3, mending, and well, actually mending came from something I used, I thought. Yeah, I used a Soul Forge steel tough tool rod because I had one lying around, and just gave it some good stuff. It actually does work for leaves. It does like a 3x3x3 of leaves, and it also will. The looting does actually work. I tried making this scythe, but that's a weapon, so it doesn't work. But I also went ahead and made a steel Soul Forge steel lumber axe. I had most of those parts. I made a paper tough binding, and it worked well enough, so that's what I did. I also upgraded this guy to using platinum shiny axes instead of stone axes, just because it was breaking constantly and it was annoying. So with that stuff out of the way, I've discovered a couple of things. So I did some research. As you can see, I did some digging. So a fun thing we can do is we can use this stuff, this EFLN. It explodes. It's safe for mining. We do need to grab, let's go ahead and grab this guy. So these things are incredibly simple to make. Flint and gunpowder or sulfur. And what are they? Well, they're throwable explosions, and they're actually pretty good. And they give you pretty much all the blocks. So, yeah, if we want to, we can just kind of dig like so. And that will give us a ton of sand. Of course, this is not something I want to do, but I get bored. I don't like just sitting, doing nothing. We might be able to do that sooner rather than later. But we'll look into maybe doing that today. There's something I want to make. There's potentially something else I want to make depending on whether or not it's worth it, which we'll get to. But I just want to show those off. I don't know why chunks aren't loading, but there is a dungeon there, it looks like. Oh, it's a mine shaft. That's what it is. Okay. Anyways, why am I having issues loading chunks? That's weird. Anyways, what we're going to work on today, there's a couple of things we're going to do. But first of all, I want to show off, ooh, lag, Why am I having so much frame rate issues here lately? This is weird. And it's not just when I'm recording, but also sometimes when I'm just kind of messing around in here and prepping and stuff. So one of the big things that we need to work on is, well, we're done with the nether stars. We have 40,000 nether stars in there, and if we take a look at that quest, 40,000. So we're going to complete these today. We're going to do that manually because we have to. Iron we can work on. We have a source of iron. We might have a source of gold. Lapis and diamonds are a little bit more difficult. I found something out about diamonds. We're going to take a look at that right away and get that working. And then we're going to also get some automation with sand and sandstone with this cobblestone generator. And then we might actually look into something kind of strange. Maybe a little overpowered, but we're going to break down all of our IC2 stuff and make something better. So first things first, we need a mob prism. So I was working on making one of these. Mob prism. And I think we have pretty much everything we need. We need an Eye of Ender. That's easy enough. And we have one more mob to go capture. So we need red. Wow, we have a lot of poppies. Right, because I was running a iron golem farm. And we also need purple. So nothing too difficult here. Let's just grab a stack or so. For whatever reason, there's a lot of lag with Applied Logistics System. So make that. And there's the mob prism. So what are we going to use this for? Well, something I didn't actually know. So if we look at our map, where do we want to go? Do we see one close? I'm looking for something very particular. Those. We've already encountered a mob tower before. Let's head like this way and see what we can find. Also, I had a zombie spawn on me when I loaded up the game inside our base. I don't know if that was like a lighting glitch or something or what, but by the way, I think Quark adds these. These are, I don't know that these are runic dungeons. They might be, but no, actually they're not, are they? Quark adds those, I do believe. Same with the battle towers. I believe that's Quark as well. So we're just looking for a battle tower. Because I learned something about the mob that spawns at the top of them. The golem. One, we can hit it with this guy, and it's just a punch, right? Yeah, attack on a mob to get the controller to attune it, in a sense. Where are we? Alright, let's just go this way. So the golem's at the top of the tower, which destroys the tower, by the way. I don't know if you guys realize that, but it actually destroys the tower. So you can't like just go to the top, kill the boss, and then loot it from the top down. You actually have to go from the bottom up, which is awful, given that it's never fun to do that. When it comes to like mob spawners and stuff, working from the top down is always easier. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna find one of these mob towers. They're not that uncommon, I thought. They must be a little bit more uncommon than I thought, but shouldn't be that bad. And it's gonna be night, but that's okay. Doesn't matter much to me. And are we ever gonna find one? Okay, the zombies already see us. Let's fly a little higher. So I mean, technically, but that's not the full tower. That's actually really disappointing. So that was technically a mob tower, but it was not did not have the top of it. So we've got to keep exploring. How far out have we gone? Pretty far. Let's go south for a little bit. And then we'll swing back around. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to find a mob tower. We're going to capture the boss at the top of it. Because, well, it turns out they drop diamonds. Now, I'm still not sure 100% how we're going to manage to get... how we're going to manage to get the lapis. The lapis is the one that's kind of a question. And gold, whether or not it's worth it to do zombie pigment or not. We might look into a couple of things that we can do to make things easier, but I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Because, well, I found out about this golem trick after looking into, or after considering the other possibility, which is IC2. Now, I absolutely despise industrial craft, mostly because of, well, the power. It's an absolute pain to generate any amounts of power in industrial craft. However, in this mod pack, there is a converter, so we can generate RF, convert it into IC2 EU power, and that's all we need to do. So here we are. Let's go back east. And I really don't know what to do about this, because we need to find another battle tower. We need to find a full battle tower so that we can capture the mob at the top, aka the battle golem or whatever it's called. I didn't really plan this one through, but anyways, we have a couple of quests done, and that is kind of awesome. Having completed the Nether Stars means we can start using our superpowered mob spawner, mob whatever you want to, mob factory, that's what it's called. We can start using that for getting the iron from iron golems. We can upgrade it as well, which I think we're going to try to do. We'll see how many levels. We should have plenty of levels to do that. So it's just going to be some crafting and all that kind of stuff. But alright, there's a mob tower this way. So let's just head over there and hope for the best. I don't know why the map is messing up like it is, but whatever. So yeah, we have a lot of the harder stuff done. The hardest thing that we don't have done is dirt. And honestly, with that, we need to go directly east. Honestly, with the dirt, we might still consider the IC2 method, because it might be better. I don't know. And so it's something to kind of investigate. So there is a mob tower. It's already destroyed, isn't it? No, it is not. So there we go. Can we? No. Okay. So we now have the battle tower golem attached to our prism. Let's ship. It's like that way. Okay, cool. So now we can make it the controller, and to kind of push this whole thing home, we're gonna immediately make the controller. We're gonna set it up, and we're gonna start using the power. because we have enough power to run everything in the base. The only thing is if we choose to run it during night and not sleep through the night, we will slowly drain all of our power. But the one solar panel is good enough for our base, so which is really, really nice. But yeah, so we have entity battle towers, battle tower golem dot name, which, like I said, I don't know what all it drops, which is part of what I want to find out. We're gonna make the looting. We're gonna power up the mob spawner completely, and the mob factory rather, and we're gonna turn the other one off. I think I have the golems on it right now, but I'll switch that around as needed. We'll complete some quests, and then we were gonna work on getting the mass quantity of sand and the mass quantity of sandstone. So that's not going to be too terrible to do, but it is something we need to kind of accomplish relatively soon. So, is there a zombie in here? There was a zombie in like this area right here. I don't know where he came from. It's not really a concern. Like, I'm not scared of dying to anything. It's more of a like, I don't want anything bad to happen to all of my stuff. So we can remove this guy. Destroys this factory. That's fine. We make another mob controller. So mob controller. That's fine. Place this down. Use on that. It only requires a tier 1. Factory is currently stopped. I want to go downstairs and make sure this factory's off. Oops. As you can see, I've also been working on getting walls up and all that kind of stuff. Put the magnet away. Oh my gosh, there's something that's causing like a lot of lag in our base, and I'm not entirely sure what. But, oh well. Doesn't matter too much. We're not going to be here that much longer. Which, by the way, I just kind of want to point out, once we are done with this... factory is stopped. Okay. Once we are done with this mod pack, we are going to move on to the sequel, The Lost Souls, which is in the Nether, so it'll be fun. But that's something we'll worry about once we get there. So, if we want looting upgrade, so we're going to need 1 looting 1, 2 looting 1s, a looting 2, so 2 looting 2s, 2 looting 3s, and 3 looting 1s. So we're going to need a bunch of looting books, basically. Didn't I... Let's see, looting... Nothing. Alright. Ink sacks. We need more ink sacks. Because we need more books and quill. I thought I had a bunch. We don't have any feathers? Uh-oh. I swore that I had a bunch of the books. What did I do with them? Anyways, we need... feathers. We need... I swore that was full. What is with our frame rate? I'm gonna keep this up for a moment. But is there a way we can make feathers? Nope, just by killing chickens. So we have a spawn egg for chickens. We're not going to be able to make the looting stuff. You guys have seen me make all this stuff before. But it's one of those things of like, do we have a bunch of eggs? We do. We're going to come up here and try to get some more chickens. Okay, that'd be good enough. So I'll let those grow. I'm going to take care of the chickens as we kind of go. But let's go ahead and turn in these quests. So we have cobblestone and we have the cobblestone and we have the nether stars. So we need to complete number 13 and number 20. BQ admin complete 13 and 20. So as you can see, 40,000 nether stars, 40,000 nether stars. We're gonna have a bunch of rewards for that, and then 600,000 cobblestone, 600,000 cobblestone. We're gonna go ahead and claim that one. So what do we want for the nether stars? We have a choice reward. Bean pods, which I don't think are useful. We can get magic beans from it, but like, why would we want them? We can get magma blocks. Don't care about that. I believe we can. Can't you make magma blocks? Isn't it? Yeah, it's just magma cream. We can get that if we absolutely want to. Golden apples. Those are notch apples, but that's not really something I care about. Infinite water sources, don't care. Creative spikes, don't care. Unbound soul shards, don't care. So we're gonna go over the loot chest. We're going to get a bunch of experience, we're going to get 1,000 levels, and we're going to get flux and fuse stuff. So let's go ahead and claim all that. The stuff is everywhere. We're going to put all these in here because they don't stack. We're going to put the 30 gold blocks in here. And let's grab a chest. So magical apples, don't care. Don't care about the flux infused armor. But let's put this right here. Put all of these loot chests in there. So this stuff just went everywhere. That was kind of like the last thing you're supposed to have done. So there's what, 3, 6, 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 45 loot chests. So let's make sure we have them all. So there's 45. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 45, 50, 60. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 9. We put them all here. I think we have them all. We do. All right, cool. So we're gonna get to open all those. We'll do that in a little bit. So do we have another chest? We can make one. And maybe we'll get some good stuff so that we can use what we need to for all the other things. But put this right here. And there we go. So with that taken care of, we have 1,000 levels. Let's go ahead and store that. So yeah, with that taken care of, we completed those 2 quests. That's done. We need saplings. We don't have the saplings yet. Alright, so let's turn this guy on. Even though we don't have the looting, I'm going to put the looting on here. Like I said, I will do that off camera. Once I get some feathers, we'll see what we can get. But I'm going to see what all we're going to get from this. We're going to get clay, we're going to get diamonds, we're going to get redstone. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of diamonds. Does this have... Alright, we're going to want some speed upgrades for that. Speed upgrades. Let's go ahead and make that. So that'll do its thing. So this is really good. That's going to be how we get diamonds. And we're going to get plenty of diamonds because it's going to summon 8 each time, and it's just... It's going to be a lot of things. What is it? We're getting... let's turn that off for right now. 8 mobs every 40 ticks. And once we get looting on there, we're going to get even more stuff. So not too bad. We're also going to be getting redstone with that, so it's great. It's going to work perfect. So let's get to the thing I want to do with the pulverizer. So one of the big things we need still is sand. Sand requires us to, well, pulverize. We pulverize cobblestone. Cobblestone pulverizes into sand. So what we're going to want to do is make another pulverizer. And we'll set this up and everything. So we're going to need a piston. Go ahead and craft a piston for us. We're going to need a machine frame. So we're going to need gears. Is there other gears? Yeah, there we go. So we can get that. What else do we need? We need everything on the bottom. So we need one of these guys and 2 copper gears. 1, 2. And there's a pulverizer. So, but that's a basic. So we're going to want some upgrades for the pulverizer. Upgrades. Where are they? Here we go. We're going to want a hardened upgrade kit. So let's get a bronze gear. We're going to want to reinforce, which is going to require, things are going to get more expensive as we go. So lumium gear. We don't have a lot of this stuff, so this is actually going to be a little bit of a struggle. So let's get the hardened upgrade kit. It's going to require Invar. Make 20 of those. We have no CPUs available. Still making this. Alright, so speed upgrades. Max is 15, so that's all we're going to use. Let's get this taken care of. And then we can turn the spawner back on and it'll be fine. So how many diamonds do we currently have? We have, let's take all of them out. We have 8 diamonds. I just want to see kind of how quickly this is going to give us like blocks upon blocks of diamonds. Reminder, for the diamonds we need a total of 9,000. So it's not terrible. It's not a ridiculous number, but it's still a lot. We have 100, so it's going to take a little bit. But we already have 8 blocks. That's insane. Okay. So I'm just going to let that go. We're going to have a ton of clay. Now, can we use clay for anything useful? We can turn it into molten clay. Can make concrete. We need it for powered diamonds. Mix cloud seed and concentrated cloud seed. We can make silicon out of it. Okay. So it has its uses, but not really anything super important. So are we done? No active jobs. Good. So Envar. Let's make like 20 of that. And we're gonna make the sand go. So next episode we're gonna work on the IC2 stuff, which by the way is the mass fabricator, replicator, and all that stuff. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna see if it will work for what we want, or if it won't. So let's get the next one. So Signalum, we need Electrum, we need a silver gear. Do we know how to make Electrum? Yes. Make 20 of that. And then we also need empowered emeradic crystals. So we need, let's just take a block of this, throw that on the ground, and turn it into emeradic crystals. Now to empower this, we need grass, oak, lime dye, and slime. So slime ball, oak sapling, lime dye, and what was the last thing? I don't remember. Grass. Oh, we do have. Okay. So here is the question. I don't know how much power this requires, but we're just going to do this. We only need one of these, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just hoping that these guys have enough power to do this, so we'll come back to that in just a moment. So what's the next tier require? Requires Signalum, Electrum gear, so we need one of these. And we need to get Cryothium dust, which requires a little bit of Blizz powder. Which luckily we can make. Our system knows how to do this, and it's great. So there's that. Now we just need some Signalum, which I believe we have on Autocraft. Let's make like 10 of those. Why not? And the last thing, we're going to need Aluminum gear. So we need Lumium. Lumium is what again? I don't remember. We can make an alloy smelter. So it's glowstone, silver, and tin. So a block of glowstone, piece of silver, and 1, 2, 3. So we can just come over here and do that. Cool. This is now done. So we have the empowered emeradic crystals. We have all of those that we need. It's so weird playing with actual additions without it being heavily modified. I'm used to Age of Engineering, which heavily modifies the recipes for these guys. At the very least, the power supply. So last thing we need is just a little bit of Enderium. Let's get a few more pieces of that. We have the Lumium for the Lumium gear. And then we just need Pyrotheum dust, which is easy enough. So why are we upgrading this guy all the way? Well, speed. This will make things go really, really quick. And then we just need to figure out a place to put this. And honestly, we're going to remove these and do it right here. Because, well, honestly, why not? Put a torch there, and we'll put a torch right there. So we're going to want our pulverizer, like so. The augments are going to be slightly different. We'll see. But we're going to put this guy right here. Will you transfer automatically? Yes. Awesome. So we can add upgrade kits. And that's going to give us access to augments, which we'll get to in just a moment. We're going to want a couple of augments. You'll see what I mean once we get there. So there we go. That guy is completely upgraded. And now we're going to want something like this. Let's insert, extract, always active, item conduit speed upgrades. And now we're going to want to do that. And we're going to want some augments. So, what kind of augments can we get? So let's just do it right here. Augment. So we're going to want a couple different things. So we're going to want to have pulverizer. We don't want to increase yield. We want so what are these? Auxiliary, no, we don't want that. We want the nullification. We want this. We want a nullification chamber. That will destroy the secondary output. So making sand from cobblestone has a chance of giving you gravel. We don't want that. It'll clog up the system. It'll be bad. So bucket. Pop down here. Let's eat. Something else that I want to do relatively soon is make a nano beacon, because that will make food a thing of the past. Just a matter of where do we put it. But there is the nullification. Processing speed. We want this. And I don't know if we can make multiple of these. Let's go ahead and make one more and see if we can upgrade it again. And then, is there anything else we want? Most of these are for like igneous extruders. And then the last thing we're going to end up doing is, so these are all for dynamo. So let's make one more of these, I guess. And the last thing that we'll want to do is we will eventually want to make a compactor. So another one of these machines. And we'll speed it up and everything like that. Turn into storage mode and we'll get sandstone automatically crafted. So that's how we'll handle that. So that should be incredibly fast once we get it power. Now that's going to be the idea. So we're going to need Ender energy conduits. And the question is, what's going to be the best way to do this? I guess let's just go up the side like so. And go crossed. Definitely be the easiest way, at least. So now this is going to start working. It'll get faster as it gets more energy. But as you can see, it does have gravel, but that gravel stack will never max out. So this is going to make a good bit of sand. We could have more of these if we wanted, but for now we're just going to go with one and let it kind of set. So in the time we've been doing this, let's go ahead and come back up here. Let's clean out our... Nope, power. We're out of power. So we have blackouts when it's night happens. So let's put this stuff away. Now that will use a lot of power. Just kind of FYI. Put that away. Okay. So how many diamonds do we have? We have 200 blocks. Not bad. So yeah, that is definitely the way to go. Like I said, I'm going to get a looting upgrade, which will be great. We have a couple of feathers. In fact, let's go ahead and use these. And let's get Book and quill. And then what do we need for looting? Looting is not that. Looting is Enderman heads. Ew. Okay, so we're gonna need a little bit of lapis and Enderman heads, which we have plenty of. So 13 levels. Retrieve 13 levels. Cool. There we go. So nothing too bad there. I'll keep these in my inventory for right now. And then as I get more book and quills, I can make more. So if we want the looting upgrade, we're going to need one of these. And there we go. So this should work. We can have up to 4 upgrades. Now this is going to use more power, but I mean, whatever. Factory is running, right? Yes. So how is our energy supply? It's fine. It takes a lot during the day to run out of power for us because of that solar panel. But let's see. Diamonds, 300 blocks. So the next episode, we're probably going to start by turning in the diamonds. Yeah, and actually I'm going to go ahead and hook this guy up. So I changed this a little bit so I can hook up multiple if I want to, but I can also do just one at a time, and it'll be fine. So this is going to make a lot of sand. We need... How much sand do we need again? 100,000. We actually need 500,000. We need 500,000 sand, but that won't be too much of a problem. So how are we doing on saplings? We have 100 saplings, so that's going to take a while as well. So hopefully by the next episode, we'll be done with all of that stuff. So to kind of wind down this episode, let's go ahead and open some loot boxes. So we have, let's take just like that many, and we're going to open all 70 of these. So lapis is nice. Bunch of different metals, which is also pretty nice. Emerald ore, not super duper useful. Cobblestone generators, whatever. Lots of random things. Let's grab our magnet. And just go ahead and turn this stuff in. So I don't know what was up with that last reward. Go ahead and put the cable away. But okay, whatever. You know what else we can put away? I didn't realize I had the energy conduits on me. We don't need these right now. And more emerald ore. Carpenter. Okay, we'd never really use that. Diamond ore, iron ore, gold ore. That's good. Enchanting stuff, but nothing really that important. So let's get rid of a lot of this stuff we just kind of don't need. I'm going to keep things that I would like in my inventory. We got a bunch of oak chests. Dragon head. Ender pearls. Corrupted essence. Vile dust. So these are all really good. Capacitor. That is a good one, I believe. And just a bunch of dungeon loot. Some more cobblestone generators. Diamonds and emeralds. Alright, so let's get rid of a lot of this stuff. Make sure we pick everything up. Don't want to lose anything. Alright, so we have almost one of these chests emptied. Dungeon loot, lot more dungeon loot. Bunch of emerald ore. Another carpenter. Some nether stars. Don't need those anymore. More dungeon loot. More nether stars. Alright, so none of that stuff was super duper useful or anything like that. You know what, let's go ahead and put the lapis blocks in here, because why not? And we have more loot chests to open, so compressed stuff. The compressed sand is actually really nice. That'll go there. We got the Ender Dragon, diamond spikes, vacuum chest, another factory, and a sag mill. That is really good. Now I don't know what the point of having the Ender Dragon mob farm would be. Off the top of my head, I don't know what he drops. If we had like Draconic Evolution, that'd be awesome because we could just get, you know, dragon eggs, or not dragon, draconium. So a bunch of storage stuff. Actually, we have a bunch of 16Ks. That's what we currently have. So that's not bad, but not great. Let's go ahead and ender pouch this stuff. Mining laser is kind of cool. We're actually going to use that relatively soon. But yeah, I don't know what the mob prism will do with the Ender Dragon. I don't know what like you get, but cool. Diamonds and emeralds, and that one again. Okay, so this chest is empty. Let's put the good stuff in here, because a lot of that stuff we can process and get more stuff. So again, diamonds and emeralds. That one again. More emerald ore. Dungeon loot. So that goes in there. Everything else goes in here. And capacitor banks. Now what level of capacitor banks are these? These are the 35. If we can upgrade it, then we can just add it onto here. Yeah, because we want those to be vibrant. That's already full too. So let's go ahead and upgrade this real quick. Vibrant. Okay, so we need 2 of these things. A vibrant crystal. And we can upgrade it. Alright, so we'll come back up for that in a second. Let's put that in there. Alright, more chests. Carpenter. 2 more of those. All of that stuff again. Some diamond tools. Diamond tools are actually kind of nice because they are a pain to make. Cobblestone, that's terrible. A reservoir. Bunch of diamond shards, an ender hive, and a chicken stick. We'll put the diamond shards in there. A fern, that's a very bad reward. Compressed diamond hammer and compressed spider eyes. Okay, I have to place this down. Okay, it's not as disgusting as I thought. Break it again. It looked like it was going to be disgusting. Alright, we're getting some newer stuff too. Well, new stuff rather. Alright, all that stuff. Double compressed sand, that's even better. So compressed sand, double compressed sand. Bunch of metal. Well and dragon's breath, that's pretty good. The well is expensive. I don't know if it's super duper useful. Mob prism, 10 more loot chests. Slime armor. Poppy and a flower. Some stone. Alright, let's get rid of this stuff. So these are definitely a lower tier loot chest. I don't know how you can tell. Unfortunately, these don't like tell you that. Dust and gravel. Slime balls of various colors. Some mossy stone. Some hives. Some mushrooms. Endstone. And then all the metal. Okay. So most of those were pretty bad because it was the lower tier stuff, but whatever. More of the better ones. Corrupted and Vile Essence. Stone. I don't know why it's giving us that. Bunch of emeralds. Ooh, a bunch of different apples. That's cool. Some more hives. An anvil. All of this stuff again. So compressed sand. Which is what we really want there. Okay, let's walk around, make sure we have collected everything. Even in here, and let's go into the other room as well. Just make sure nothing glitched through the walls or something. Okay. More loot chests. We're almost done, so diamond tools. All of the enchanting stuff. Man, some of this stuff is really good. Some of this is kind of mediocre, especially at this point. Some scented hives, some artificial hives, more capacitor banks. Put those in there. This one again. So we're going to have a good amount of compressed sand. Cobblestone generators. Stone. Metals. Make sure we got them all again. Think we did. Okay. So we have the essence. Another set of capacitor banks. This is almost familiar. Grass, that was a pretty terrible. I don't know what it said at the bottom. I should have read it. Emerald ore. Lasers again. And this one again. Yeah, so most of these are pretty, honestly, awful. Especially at this level. At this point in the game, we're just kind of waiting for things to be done. To get like a bunch of dirt would be awesome, but that's not going to happen. I sincerely doubt it. The Ender Dragon thing again. And the less good stuff. We've gotten quite a few of Infinite Waters. Alright. Throw all this stuff in here. Another Dragon's Breath well. And then all of these that are kind of awful. They're not like super bad, but they're not super useful either. Alright, so let's break this guy. Put all this stuff away. Now make sure we have everything. Now what are we up to? Almost 1,000 diamond blocks, so that's pretty good. So we have compressed sand and double compressed sand down here. This is going to be a lot of sand to turn in. At least a good bit. And we're about a fifth, we're a little bit more than a fifth of the way there. So we have 8 capacitor banks. Let's go ahead and pop up here and make 20 of these. No, we don't need 20. So 2 each. We're gonna need 8. Let's just make 10. That'll be fine. Then we can also make the vibrant crystals times 3. And there's those. So as soon as we get the capacitor, the additional things will be good to go. Let's go ahead and sleep the octadic capacitors. Let's go ahead and sleep, and then we'll wrap up this episode. So next time, I think first thing I want to do right off the bat is make the nano beacon, so we don't have to worry about eating anymore. And then we're gonna continue. Hopefully, we'll be done with more quests by then. I'm just gonna throw all this stuff in here. So there's the last 2 of those. Hopefully, we'll be done with all this other stuff, and we can kind of, well, end things off and wrap up a lot of this stuff. So dirt is like the biggest thing that's going to be a pain. How much podzol do we have? We have almost 1,000 podzol and 400 mycelium. We have 33 diamond ore, which I think if we just run through this, we'll be fine. Iron ore. I mean, we have a good bit of iron. We have a lot of iron ore. And just kind of, let's see, gold ore. Basically, we just need to get a lot of stuff. Saplings, we're at 125. So this is the plan. I'm going to spend some time off camera. Just kind of, I'm going to upgrade this guy with the looting once we get more feathers, and I'll probably breed those guys, make more babies and all that kind of stuff, so we can get more feathers. We have plenty of seeds, so it's not that big of a deal. But the plan will be just kind of, we're gonna do some quality of life stuff next time, as well as probably, I don't anticipate the nano beacon taking that long. So we're probably also going to work on getting the what am I trying to think of? Getting the industrial craft stuff started to see if it's better to make dirt. Power is not an issue. That's the big thing to remember. So let's get like 30 levels. Doesn't matter too much. So 1, 2, there's a looting 2. 1, 2, 3. Looting 1. And then we should be able to make the tier 2. We just need, nope, not that. This guy. And then tier 3 will be pretty much as soon as we get around to it. So we're gonna make plenty of diamonds. We're gonna have a ton of clay. I don't know what to do with all of it, but yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it went a little bit long here at the end, but you know, all in all, it doesn't matter too much. We're getting a lot done, so that's the cool thing. And we got some really good rewards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!